Post-retirement careers. In my last episode, I touched on the idea that we don't necessarily have to retire in a traditional way. Retirement in the scope of human history is rare. By and large, people worked until they died. There are exceptions. Roman soldiers could earn a pension. If they served for either 20 or 25 years, I'm not a historian, and I found conflicting information on the internet, legionnaires, as they were called, could get land or its equivalent value in money. However, most Romans weren't legionnaires. Legionnaires made up about 20% of the population. In modern times, the concept of retirement was introduced to Americans around 1905, with Social Security implemented in 1935. When you see your parents or grandparents relaxing in the rocker, going to a Zumba class, or heading off to the community center for a rousing game of bingo, keep in mind their leisure is unusual. That said, the better way to look at retirement is to consider a reconfiguration of how you can spend the last 20 or 30 years of your life. My argument is that being productive is satisfying. You are certainly an expert. Either you know a lot about the work you've been doing, or you're an expert in the area of interest that you pursue as a hobby in your leisure time. Sharing what you know is a powerful way to connect with others, promote your interests, and earn money. How much you earn is up to you. Do you want to enhance your retirement income from investments in Social Security? Will you need a little extra money or a lot? Have you been waiting all your life to pursue your own interests, but put it off because you have financial obligations and lack the confidence to pull the trigger? It doesn't matter how much you want to earn. You have the skills to figure out how to get there. And if you're facing retirement and want to have an inspired life, I suggest you go for it. My philosophy is that money is a tool. I'm good at making my tools last. As you may know, my car is over 20 years old. I have clothes that are a decade old or more. I really don't like shopping, and I definitely never want to buy another car. So I take care of my stuff, and it lasts, just like my money. Ultimately, I know that I have to earn to survive, so I'm working towards a goal that works for my lifestyle. Years back, I watched Charlie Rose interview Liz Smith, who was 80 years old at the time. Liz Smith was a writer and absolutely charming. I was so impressed by her that I thought then it was brilliant that she thought she would never stop working. She was a true inspiration for me. I was 40 years old when I came across the interview, and I'll not forget it. I'll include a link in the show description. She found a career that made her heart sing. Here's a challenge. Look up any obscure thing you can think of, be it terrariums, beekeeping, archery, hide and seek. It doesn't really matter what you love. You will find an audience. Fortunately, the gatekeepers who used to sanction how you can share information have found themselves facing the same challenge Blockbuster Video faced. The will of the people will not be contained any longer. The masses are in control. Without question, your ability to reach your audience has never been so great. Thank goodness. If you don't believe me, I did a quick search on YouTube for channels that have a lot of followers, but with improbable topics. @Creative Mom has 900,000 followers. She creates miniature fairy houses out of common materials like glass bottles and cardboard. I think she's brilliant. At Primitive Technology 9550 has over 10 million followers. He builds things using primitive techniques. At Ancient Pottery is Andy Ward's channel about making pottery using ancient techniques. He has over 100,000 followers. At Beak is David Burns's channel about beekeeping. His video titled How to Start Beekeeping has 1.5 million views. Those are a few instances of pretty obscure hobbies that have people watching and learning. Of course, you don't have to make YouTube videos. You can teach a class either online or in person. Online teaching will have the benefit of expanding your audience. You can reach people worldwide, and that increases your opportunity to earn. How you earn will be based on what makes you feel happy. Some people like to write and write books or manuals. Some people love to create videos, so YouTube is a great home for their expertise. You may want to avoid social media altogether and sell your expertise directly as a consultant. If you aren't familiar with how to set up a consulting business, check YouTube. I'm going to start you off by reading you a list of ideas. You can write down or remember any idea that grabs your attention. For now, I just want you to think about what you're thinking about. Pay attention to what you pay attention to. This is a great way to consider what you truly love. It's okay if what you love is obscure. I love frugal living, and it doesn't get any more obscure than that. My list is to help you consider what you love. It's not all the possible opportunities that exist. Ready? Here we go. Creative art. List any areas of art or craft that you enjoy. Writing, fiction, nonfiction, poetry, film or photography, sports, cooking, pets or pet care, collecting stamps, shoes, old tools, old tiles from Portugal, reading, politics, spirituality, health and fitness, fashion, design, gardening, gaming, entertaining, fortune telling, podcasting, music in the form of instruments, singing, songwriting, or composing, wine, beer or spirits, or if you're a teetotaler, mocktails, language, history, culture, fishing, bird watching, boating, car enthusiast, organizing. Remember Marie Kondo? Business, ownership or mentoring, woodworking, jewelry making, or collecting, antiques, travel, dance, pop culture, television, movies, books, YouTube channels, Instagram and other social media apps, astrology or astronomy. The list goes on. Ideally, what you will do is create a way to share your expertise in a unique niche. It may be that your idea is wildly popular and you will reach the masses. More likely, you will find a community of like-minded individuals who need the information that you have. And that's a great thing, because community is even more important once you've decided to leave your 9-to-5 job and earn money with your post-retirement career. If you're curious about a post-retirement career, I suggest you buy my book, Your Golden Ticket Years. Find your passion on a post-career entrepreneurial ride. It's available on Amazon, and there's a link in the show notes. Next time on Page Power, more thought on a post-retirement career.